Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial about MyParks. MyParks is a feature within MHParks.com that people can claim a park that they may own or manage so that your park information is protected from other users changing any information about your park. Both premium members and basic members are able to access the MyParks feature, so that everybody that uses MHParks.com can go ahead and protect their parks information. I'm Gil Wigington, lead support team member and also designer of MHParks.com. And in this tutorial, we'll go ahead and cover items such as the Myparks Overview, claiming a park, editing a park's detail, and removing your claim from that park. So the MyParks feature allows, again, everybody that's either a basic member or a premium paid member to claim a park that they may own or manage. A lot of the challenges with some of the big name mobile home and RV parks that are the traditional websites, if the information is wrong about your mobile home and RV park, it's very difficult to try to get that information changed and make it accurate. So we want our park records to be accurate. So typically owners and managers that are the ones that have the most knowledge about a specific park. And the MyParks feature allows them to ensure that their parks information is accurate throughout the MHParks.com website, and also notifies other members who owns the park. So we want to make sure that with that, when you claim a park, you end up with 365 days of security. So when you claim a park in the MyParks feature, you'll have a claim on that park for 365 days that only you will be able to do any edits to that park information. The only exception to that is if you hire somebody to advertise your park. Once that 365 days is about ready to expire, we'll go ahead and notify you via email so that you can go ahead and renew your claim on that specific park. So to get started, we'll talk just a little bit about the park pins on any map that you see within MHParks.com, because you will be using a map to claim the parks that you want to include in the MyParks feature. So every time you see a map pin anywhere throughout our website, its color is determined whether a park has been claimed by somebody other than yourself, claimed by yourself, or if it's not claimed by anyone within the MyParks feature. And we'll just go through each one of those colors, and we represent a legend on each map so that you can also reference that for yourself at the moment. But green map pins are considered unclaimed parks. Those are parks that have some park information in them, but that nobody has claimed in the MyParks feature. Blue map pins represent parks that have been claimed by somebody other than yourself in the MyParks feature. So anytime you're viewing a blue map pin on one of our integrated Google Maps, you'll know that somebody else has a claim to that park already. For purple map pins, those represent what you have claimed in the MyParks feature as your own parks. So when you glance at one of our maps and you see a purple pin, that should be one that you've claimed in the MyParks feature already. And black map pins are representative of what parks do not have any park information within them. You can claim black map pins and then go ahead and enter the information that you want, because maybe it's a park site that you requested we add to it, or you told us, hey, my park's not included in your system, and you had our system administrators go ahead and add that park. A lot of times we'll just add it to our system, and then you're free to either claim it or edit it through the park site system. And so at that point, again, you can claim any of those black map pins also. Yellow map pins are parks that people have used. So if you're a premium member and you've gone in and marked a few parks in park sites, that will also represent as a yellow pin in the MyParks feature, so that you can see, okay, these are the ones that I've marked in park sites. So to claim a park, you simply click the Add New button at the top right of the main page for MyParks. At that point, you can start that process. And once you click the Add New button, you're going to go ahead and see a integrated map page come up where you can zoom in and out with your mouse wheel. You can drag that map to any location just with a simple click and drag, and then find the correct park location that you want and click on its map pin. And again, we highly recommend zoom straight into that park. Just make sure our map pin is on the right location. If it's not, feel free to contact us and we'll move that pin to get it in the centered location. So once you've clicked that map pin, you're going to see one of two outcomes. If it's indicated with a blue map pin, which again is somebody else has claimed that park already in park sites, you're going to see a message that pops up that says you're going to have to request permission to claim the park from that other person. And it's real simple. You just click on the map pin, you double check the information in the dialog box, make sure it's the correct park that you want to try to claim, and just simply click yes, and our system will automatically send an email to that claim holder saying, hey, would you like to release that park from your claim? And if they click yes, then you now become the new park claim holder in MyParks. So one example may be, maybe you just bought a park and the previous owner had the park selected and was a claim holder in the MyParks feature. So when you purchased it, now it's time to get it in your name as the claim holder. And so you use this option, and provided they do give you permission, it will just automatically be added to your list once they click yes. They can also click no and deny your request, but you'll also get an email either way, whether they approve or deny the request. You'll get an email notification of what their answer was. Now, we do have a couple instances of abuse we want to make everybody aware of, and anybody found abusing any part of MHParks.com is subject to being removed from any use of MHParks.com. So in the MyParks feature, one of the main things we want to make sure is if you've attempted to receive permission to claim a park from somebody that's already got a claim on it, and they say no, and you're notified that they've denied your request, and you repeatedly go back and ask them over and over and over. We don't want that situation. If they've got a rightful claim to it, then you shouldn't be continually asking to claim a park that is not yours. Now, the other end of that is anybody that arbitrarily just claims a park or requests to claim a park that they have no relationship with. So if I'm just a user out there claiming a bunch of parks in the MyParks feature, and we find that out, you are subject to potentially being banned from MHParks.com. So once you either click the confirmation that you wish to claim the park, if it's a green pin, there's nobody to ask, so it automatically makes you the claim holder. Or you've received your permission to claim that park by the existing claim holder, automatically that park is going to be added to your list of parks in the MyParks feature. And now you can start editing that park's information by simply going to the main page, finding the park that you want and clicking on its actions, and within it you'll find the edit park option. So you can edit any park that you are a claim holder of in MyParks, provided it's not being advertised as a park for sale ad. So whenever maybe you're a owner that has it claimed in the MyParks feature, but you've hired a broker and you've given that broker permission to advertise in our MHParks.com system, then only the advertiser, or in this case, which would be your broker, can change the information. And that's to prevent people from changing something in the MyParks feature while it's being advertised. We want to make sure that whoever's advertising that park is responsible for making sure that the park information is also the most current. So alternatively, instead of going to update the park record when it's not being advertised and you want to update the park record you can also do so if you're a premium member by using park sites. So in park sites, when you use the edit park details button, you can update the park information also. Now for other members that are premium members viewing your park in park sites, when you're the claim holder in the MyParks feature, that edit park details button is inactive. So they cannot make a change to your park information. Only the claim holder at that point, when it's claimed, will have the availability. But ultimately, you can change it either by going to the edit park in MyParks feature, or you can edit park details in park sites when you're a premium member. Be sure to add any recent images that you may have of the park and remove any outdated images that somebody else may have added, in a previous time. When you've got them uploaded, you can go ahead and drop them and drag them into the order that you want them to be viewed when somebody's looking at your park information. And we also advise everybody to add and edit or update the park contacts, such as maybe your site manager, management company, or maintenance employees, so that if your tenants go to our system, they can also go ahead and make sure to have the right contact information. And once you're done updating the park information, just go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Save button to update your park's record. Now there may be times that you want to remove the claim. Maybe you're one of those responsible sellers that you say after the transaction's been closed, hey, I want to remove my claim because I'm no longer the claim holder on it. Or maybe, through some process, the park went into a trust. Maybe somebody passed away and the park is now in a trust. And so family members want to go ahead and remove that claim. Or maybe you're a company that you're large enough now that you just want your park manager to be able to manage that park's information rather than you doing it yourself. So in those times that you want to remove your claim, you simply go to the park in the main page of MyParks, and in the Actions menu, go ahead and click the Remove Claim. And then once you'll get a confirmation dialog box, and once you confirm that you do want to remove that claim, the next time anybody looks at your park on a map, it will be represented by a green pin since it's no longer claimed by anybody. So let's dive right into seeing MyParks in action. And again, MyParks is available to both basic members and premium members. So that way, if you've got a free membership or a paid membership, everybody can go ahead and protect their park's information. And MyParks is really designed to be able to allow our users to give the park information that is specific to their parks. And what happens on a lot of the traditional mobile home and RV park websites is, maybe as time moves on, the information is incorrect, but it's also very hard to get them to update the park information so that it's accurate. And MyParks is designed for you to just do a couple mouse clicks and make some edits, and you can update any aspect of that park that you have a claim to in MyParks. So to go to the MyParks feature, you'll just simply log into your account, and in the left menu, just click on MyParks and you'll be taken to the main page of MyParks. And in there, if you've got existing parks that you've already claimed, you'll see all those. You can use the search field to search by park name, street address, city, county, state, etc. If maybe you've got a longer list. So I might have 100 parks in there, and I want to look at one specific one because I've changed the number of lots that are in there, and I want to update that. So I can search instead of trying to hunt and sift through that list. I can search using the search field. Also, just a side note, if we do not have a park site that your park resides in, just let us know by clicking the Need a Park Site Added, and you can request it through this form. So we do have a couple of restrictions or requirements that a park has to be go through in order to make sure that it's added to our park site system. The main requirement is that it has to have at least 3 active lots or more. So if it's a mobile home park, you've got to be able to either have 3 tenant-owned homes that are available for rent or lease, or 3 lots that are actively ready to put a house on or put a home on, if somebody would ask to do that. For RV lots, we request again for those 3 or more active that can be immediately rented out per night, per week, per month, whatever the case may be. But they've got to be active lots. If you've got less than 3, then we're going to ask you to attach, using the paperclip, a copy of your state permit or license for that park. It can be in a JPEG, PNG file, or even a PDF, but we want to make sure that every park that we have in our system is truly a park and not just something somebody's claiming as a park, that maybe we've got 2 lots in our backyard that once in a while we'll just let somebody come and rent for a day or two. That's not really the spirit of what we're looking for. We're looking for real parks. But once you fit those qualifications, just provide us the latitude and longitude so that we can verify on a map where you're at and what it looks like. Give us a quick brief message of what you're wanting with that, and we can get that system added after our support team has validated the information. So let's go ahead, and first thing we're going to do, I should also mention, every time you claim a park in MyParks, that claim, you are the claim holder for 365 days. And that enables only you to be able to edit the park information, even if they're using park sites in our system. When you're the claim holder and maybe you're a basic member, and a premium member is looking at your park site in park sites, they will see an inactive edit button along with our claimed badge showing that somebody has claimed that park in MyParks. So now if you're a premium member and you use both park sites and MyParks, you can edit your park's information in either of those spots. If you're using park sites, just click on the Edit Park Details button that is active because you're the claim holder. Or if you're in MyParks, you can simply go to the Actions menu and you'll see the Edit Park information or Edit Park option. So to start with, though, we're going to go ahead and claim a new park. So we'll click the Add New Park. And the first thing you'll see is our Google Integrated Satellite Map. And you'll see them clustered by default. So these clusters are, and the numbers represent how many parks are in that cluster. And they are not specific to a state or any physical location. They're just clustered in the areas. And as you use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out of there, the clusters will break apart into smaller clusters and eventually just an individual map pin. You can also click on the cluster and it starts taking you deeper and deeper into a zoom view as you click on those clusters. Now to move anywhere else on the map, maybe you want to search a different location. We want to go up to Minneapolis. You can drag that map to that location and then start zooming in, or you can type in our search field, you can type in the city or the state, and it will automatically take you there. So I'll also go through the map legend. anytime in any part of MHParks.com you see a Google Satellite integrated map, you're also going to see reference to our map legend. And this map legend holds true all the way through any feature within MHParks.com. And we'll just quickly go through those. So a green pin, like you're seeing on the map now, is going to represent a park that has park information in it, but nobody has claimed that park. So nobody holds claim in the MyParks system or the MyParks feature. And so, but it does have maybe the number of lots, the park name, that kind of information. So you'll know that that's got some information in it by just seeing the green pin. For the blue pins, those are any park that has been claimed by somebody other than yourself using the MyParks feature. And anytime it's claimed by somebody other than yourself, you will not be able to edit that park information at all, even if you're a premium member using Park Sites. In the Park Sites system, once somebody else has claimed that park using MyParks, again, the Edit Park Details button becomes inactive, and that record displays the claimed banner or badge, letting you know that you can't. Purple pins indicate that you have claimed the park in the MyParks feature. And you can see that on the map here. We've got one purple pin specific, and that way you know which ones, with just a quick reference, which ones you've already claimed and which ones you haven't. So for any black pin that you see on any of our maps, that indicates that the park information is missing and that nobody has claimed the park. So MHParks.com has identified the site. Neither our system administrators nor any of our premium members using Park Sites has added any park information to that specific location, and so it's displayed as a black map pin. Now you can go ahead and claim a black map pin. If we happen to see one on our map and we wanted to claim it as one of ours, we certainly could do that and then start updating the park information. And as soon as we claimed it, it would become, to us, a purple pin, but to other users viewing it on the map, it would become a blue pin, so that only you could view or edit that information. So for this particular, we'll just pick any spot here. We'll go to Omaha, Nebraska, and looks like we've got a park here. We'll go ahead and click on that, and because it's a green map pin, it's just going to give us a quick prompt that, are you sure you wish to claim this park site? And you'll just click yes, and it's going to go ahead and automatically add that. It looks like that one was in Council Bluffs, not necessarily Omaha, but it's going to add that directly to your list of parks in the MyParks list. And as you can see on this particular record. Now, if we were going to go ahead and claim a park that has already been claimed by somebody else, a blue map pin, and let's just grab this one. Because it's already claimed by somebody else, you're going to have to request that person grant you the ability to become the new claim holder. And so the scenario we're thinking of is, okay, you just bought this park and the prior owner had it as a park of theirs in the MyParks feature, but they haven't released claim yet to it. You can go ahead and now, using this method, you can go ahead and click the yes, and now it's going to ask you, do you want to claim any other ones? And you just, no, we're not going to do that right at the moment. What happens is our system automatically sends out an email to that existing claim holder, and they will have 10 days to answer the question, do you want to allow that person trying to claim the park permission to be the new claim holder? If they answer yes or no, you will, as the person requesting the park be added to your list of MyParks, you will receive an email saying, hey, congratulations, your request has been granted, or maybe they've denied it, and you'll get an email either way. If they grant you permission to be the new claim holder, we will automatically add that park to your MyParks list. And you are now the new claim holder for the next 365 days. And you're free then to start editing the park information. Now, let's talk real quick about situations of abuse. Anybody that continually harasses an existing claim holder to repeatedly ask for permission when they've already been told no once or twice, we're going to consider that an abusive situation. You're not respecting the wishes of the prior or the existing claim holder. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you are arbitrarily just out claiming parks that you have no relationship with, you're not the owner, you're not the manager, maybe you're not the hired broker to manage the park, and you're claiming all these parks, then and we happen to get a report on it, or our system picks it up, we will potentially ban you from MHParks.com. And once you're banned for life. So we want to make sure that you're not just arbitrarily claiming a bunch of parks that you have no relationship with, and that you're also not anybody that's got a valid claim to a park, that you're not just continually harassing them saying, hey, can I claim your park? Now, if you come across a situation where somebody has claimed your park that's actually yours, maybe you're the owner, and you go to look up your park and try to claim it, and somebody else has the claim on it that has no relationship to that park, and they aren't going to and they keep denying you, we want to know about that. And so just shoot us an email at support@mhparks.com, report it in our support center, or somehow let us know, and we can start to investigate that situation. And again, if we find somebody's just arbitrarily claiming parks, that person is subject to potential life banning of MHParks.com. Okay, so now that we've got that kind of out of the way, let's talk about once you've claimed your park. So we've now just claimed two different types of parks. We've claimed one that had an existing claim holder, or we've requested permission from a different claim holder to claim a park. And we also had one that was a green pin that we claimed right away. And so we'll go ahead, and this is the record that for the park that we just claimed. And let's say we want to update that information. And we just go ahead and we can select the Edit Park option in the Actions menu. Just as a side note, anytime you put a park for sale ad on a specific park, then you will not be able to edit the park's information using MyParks, or if you're a premium member also in Park Sites. That park information will only be able to be edited from the advertisement itself. And the reason we do that is because, maybe I own a park and I've hired a broker or a wholesaler to sell my park. Sometimes, like a broker, will have requirements, and they want to make sure the latest pictures are there. They want to make sure all the information on the park is accurate for their requirements. So we don't want somebody changing, maybe I'm the park owner and I just say, well, I didn't like the image that broker used. It still falls on that broker's responsibility to make sure that the park's information is accurate. Excuse me. So while it's being published as a park for sale ad, then we hide the edit park information, edit park option in your Actions menu. Once the advertisement is done or the park is sold, then you'll have the ability to edit that park's information again. But this, for every one of our examples in our test environment, we've got the edit park option. So we're going to go ahead and click on it. And a few things, we'll start at the top here. A few things you'll notice is the park's information. It just confirms. You can see that park directly on the integrated satellite view. If you notice that the park's pin is not centered in your park, or if it needs to be moved a little bit, shoot us our support team an email. or report it in our support center, and we will move that pin so that it matches up over the center of your park. But you can also enter park permit information, the year built. Maybe we want to go ahead and we know that it was built in 1972. We know that it covers 5 acres, and maybe we want to add some amenities to it that the park has. We've got a basketball court in there. We've got an on-site office. We've got security cameras. The other thing, maybe we've got a website, or we're a larger company that has a landing page in our site for each one of our parks. Go ahead and put that address in the website or Facebook page, or maybe we're just a smaller park and we've got a Facebook page. Put the URL of that park in there so that people will know what website to go to when they're viewing your park, and they can just click on a button in park sites or in your advertisements, and that will start to show up. In our example, this is a updated or a uploaded first-time system park, so nobody's really interacted with it. So at this point, it's going to tell us that we've got to add the tenant-owned home numbers and the park-owned home numbers. In this example, we'll just say that all of them are tenant-owned homes, and we've got 0 park-owned homes. For vacant lots, we're going to say we also have 0 vacant lots, both as a developed lot and an undeveloped. Now, if we had maybe a couple homes were missing on some developed lots that had already the electrical and the water and the sewer all there, then those would be considered developed, and we'd go ahead and mark how many we've got on lots available at that. Or we've got the ability to expand to 15 more lots, but we just don't have any of the services run to those individual lots. Then we would normally put then 15 in the undeveloped portion. But it gives the ability to break down the details of your vacant mobile home lots. This park doesn't have any RVs lots included, so we're going to leave that. But if it did, we'd want those details broken down a little bit more too. And the other rental units available, so there may be a single-family residences on your park, maybe some storage units in your park. You can go ahead and add that information. For streets and roads, maybe you've actually upgraded from gravel to asphalt, so you'll want to make sure that your street types are updated. Who owns the street? Some parks, the city owns the street. Some parks, the park actually owns it. So just, let us know whether the municipality or the park owns the streets. Water source, is it city water, private well? Sewer type, same thing. Is it septic system, lagoon, a treatment plant, or municipal sewer? Heating fuel, is it natural gas, propane, electric? Trash service, is that provided by the park itself, or do tenants provide their own? And is it in a floodplain? Maybe it's in a floodway, but let us know that information. We also really advise everybody, go ahead and put the latest park images so that we've got that on record. A lot of folks may do some improvements to the park after they purchased it, and show off your park. Use those images, those latest images, so that it reflects everything that you've changed on your park. Now, once you've upgraded or uploaded the images, you can drag them into any order that you'd like to, just using a drop and drag. So the first one will be the first image always shown, and then as they click through looking at your images, you just put them in that order. In adding park contacts, so any contact that you may have, maybe you've got a brokerage service that manages your park. You want to put that information in. Maybe you've got a maintenance manager. You'll want to put that in, and that way all the records and information about your specific park, and contacts is the latest also. So then once you're done, we'll just click save, and it updates your park throughout the MHParks.com system, and that allows you to make sure that your information's update, but it's an easy, quick way. There's no having to contact the website administrator and then trying to explain what you've got, you just quickly go in and make your edits, click save, and until something changes, leave it on there. And again, that'll go for 365 days while you have a claim to the park. At the end of the 365 days, you'll be notified that your claim's about to run out, and you can just reclaim that park again for another 365 days. Now, if you do let that park's claim expire, somebody else does have the option to get that new claim put on there under them. So maybe you've sold the park and you forgot to remove the claim. After 365 days, that claim's going to expire, so the new park owner can go ahead and claim it without asking any permission from you. So let's say, for example, you did sell the park and you do want to go ahead and remove your claim. Transaction's done, new guy's owner is taking it, and so now you've got no reason to be the claim holder on it. You can go ahead and remove the claim by just selecting the park and going to the actions menu and clicking the remove claim option. And once you do, we'll just ask you to confirm it, and you click yes, and it removes it instantly. And anytime you've removed your claim, instead of a blue pin to other users or a purple pin to you, it's now going to display as a green pin that has park information but is unclaimed. And if you accidentally hit it, you can go back and reclaim that park again in the same method that we just showed you. So again, that should answer any questions you have about MyParks, but feel free to, at any given time, email me either directly. Again, my name is Gil Wigington, and you can email me at gwigington@mhparks.com, or you can reach out to our support team as a whole by just emailing support@mhparks.com. And anytime you have a question, we'll answer them as fast as we possibly can, so that we don't slow down what you're trying to accomplish. So thank you for watching our video, and until the next one, have a great day.